How many of you would love to have more business in your business? Thank you. And how many of you have an inkling? It all needs to be as an inkling right now, an inkling that it would be nice to reach the billions of people on social media with your business, your message, your products, your services. Thank you. Well, you are most definitely in the right place. Welcome to our fabulous intro call to the Ultimate Social Media Success Program. I'm Bridget Brady, your co-host Deborah Ferris is here, and she will have some fantastical things to say as well. First and foremost, I want to say thank you. Most of you heard about this minutes ago or a couple hours ago, or maybe yesterday at the very best case scenario. So thank you so much for taking your time and your energy to be here. Today, we are going to go over the goalposts, the basic tenets of our Ultimate Social Media Success program that takes you from social media coaching into full service done for you social media management. We're going to go over, what that is, what that means, what you're going to get out of it. So that's how we're going to spend the next probably 15 or 20 minutes. It's going to be short, easy, simple, maybe 30 minutes. We will take questions. If I have everyone muted right now, so if you have questions, please write them down and we will be more than happy to answer them. Before I jump headlong into the data and all the stuff, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about myself. My name is Bridget Brady. I am the owner and founder of Amp Up My Biz. We are a full-service online marketing company. We do everything from social media management and training to website design and development, graphic design, logos, branding, email marketing, blogging, whiteboard videos. If it lives online to help you increase your profits and grow your business, then we do that. My background is actually in corporate America. I spent 15 years in what I now affectionately refer to as corporate American prison. And I was a software developer and a project manager for IT departments for pretty much every major financial institution out there. I worked on Wall Street for 7 years, and after 15 years of selling my soul to the man, I started my own business 10 years ago and have grown it into a big, happy, successful social media management firm. I couldn't be more thrilled. I've had the opportunity to help literally thousands of entrepreneurs and business owners grow their business, and that is truly my passion. I exercise my passion through online marketing, but the reality is my passion is helping you get what you want in life, helping business owners and entrepreneurs create a life of their choosing. I am also a #1 international best-selling author of the book Jobs to Jammies, Get Out of Your JOB and Be a Work in Your PJs Entrepreneur. So that's just a little bit about me. All right. How many of you are excited to get started? I know you're on mute. I can hear you. Yay! All right, so we will jump right in. For those of you who can't hear her, Deborah recently had a new baby join their family, and she's literally at the airport, hopping on a plane. So she
to come home.
Yes, to come home. I think we barely can hear you, Deborah, but that's where she is. Okay. So without further ado, let's jump into this. Let me show you what we're thinking and how we can be of service to you. I'm going to start with why social media, because I think this is an important topic. I think there are a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners right now that are overlooking social media. In a lot of the places that I speak and a lot of the things I teach what I call the 3 pillars of marketing. And those are and if you're not muted right now, go ahead and mute yourself just so that everyone can hear. 1 is your website and everything that goes into that, your website, your online lead generation pages. 2 is your social media marketing. And 3 is what I call boots on the ground. And that is the real life, face to face, eyeball to eyeball, belly to belly business that you do. And I promise you that if you're not utilizing all three of these marketing strategies, if you don't have an amazing website, amazing social media, and you're not out in the world creating amazing connections, I will promise you that you're leaving money on the table. You are not bringing in as much business. You are not positioning yourself as the authority in your field. You are losing clients and customers every week, every day, every month, every year. So why social media? So what we're going to focus this program on is all about social media. So why? Why would you use social media? We will start with 81% of the United States population is on social media. It is expected to grow to 3 billion users by 2020. Facebook is the most visited website of all websites. You obviously can read these stats as well. People are going to Twitter and they are clicking to get to your website. YouTube is the #2 search engine on the planet today. And really, the bottom line of all this is we're talking about 60% of consumers, of clients, of humans, which is who we do business with ultimately, right, as humans. Around 60% of humans are making buying decisions, are making who will I work with decisions based on products and services that they see on social media. So then the ridiculously rhetorical question is, should you be on social media? Yes or yes, right? Yes. Okay. Social media isn't going anywhere. You can listen to every expert. You don't have to believe me. Go listen to every expert on the planet. Social media is here to stay. It is not a passing fad. It's here to stay, and it's a really powerful business tool if you use it correctly. And what I mean by that, I'm going to give you a little pro business tip, a little pre-coaching coaching. What I mean by that is the purpose of social media as a business owner is truly to get people off of social media. So it might be a little bit counterintuitive, but this is the pro tip for you today. You want to build your following on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Pinterest, etc., on Instagram TV just launched this week. How many of you even know what Instagram TV is? Right? There are new things coming out every single day in the world of social media. Instagram TV, by the way, is Instagram's answer to YouTube. They're like, no, YouTube, you will not have all the video traffic. We're going to try to capture some of that video traffic. We'll talk about that in the coaching program. So ultimately, you want to build your following, build your engagement on these social media platforms, build what I call your know, love, trust factor. You want to build relationships, online relationships with hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, millions of people, and then give them a ton of value and ultimately invite them to come to your town, your website, your business. Yes or yes? Yes, of course. But here's the problem. This is the problem. This is why I have a business. How many of you don't have the time to really do all this, right? How many of you don't really have the expertise, aren't 100% sure what you're supposed to be doing every day, every week? And how many of you are not even 100% sure where to start? I talk to so many clients and potential clients who are like, I get you, I believe you, I know that I need to be on social media, but I don't have the time, I'm not quite sure what all I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm not even sure where to start. So this is where we come in. So here's what we're going to talk about today. So Deborah and I came together and created a social media ultimate success program. And like I said, if you have any questions, please write them down. I promise we will take them at the end. So the additional problem with social media is, now I do have a ton of clients who just come to me and they say, I don't want to know anything. I just want you to do it for me. And that's fantastic. And we're more than happy to do that. But Deborah really felt like it would be way more empowering for you to have some knowledge. Like, what platforms should you be on? What are the demo and psychographics of each platform? What platforms are going to be best for your business and your target audience? Then what all needs to be created? What kind of intellectual collateral needs to be created then for the platforms where your target market lives, right? So you have your target market. They're on their social media. I'm here to tell you that when they say over 80% of Americans are utilizing social media today, the addition to that stat is it means they check their social media. They're on social media at least twice a day. These are active social media users. We want to spend some time educating you before we jump into the do it for you social media. So we're going to start with a 3-month coaching program, and then we're going to move into the done for you social media. So 3-month coaching program. Hey Bridget, what does that look like? So it's 3 months of group coaching. We're going to do 6 bi-monthly sessions, so twice a month via video conference, just like this. Hello. And each conference is going to be 30 to 45 minutes each. Plan an hour in case there's a bunch of questions. It's going to happen in July, August, and September. So 2 sessions in July, 2 or 3 sessions in August, and then 1 or 2 sessions in September. We are going to go over every single current relevant social media platform and literally teach you. Like, it's very, very comprehensive. We're going to teach you what's best to post there, what's not great to post there. What is the general demo and psychographic of the audience on that platform? Is it right for your business? Is it not right? What are hashtags? What are keywords? Where do you find them? What are the best hashtag practices? How does all this work? And then what all the other piece of the puzzle that we're going to be doing is, how do you then best prepare yourself to move into that social media management phase? My guess is, although you're going to learn a lot, you're going to learn so much. It's very, very comprehensive. My guess is the majority of people here are like, ooh, this is great, but I'm super excited to get to the part where you just do everything for me. Yes or yes. That's most of who Deborah and I know. That's our crowd. That's who we hang with. So you're going to get a ton of knowledge, and there is no obligation. I want to be really clear about this. The plan we put together is really like a comprehensive, almost a 2-year plan to gain you a tremendous amount of momentum, new business, money, customers, clients, clout, right? But there's no obligation along the way. We're going to give you an incredible amount of value over the 3 months in July, August, September. Then, this is probably my favorite part, we move into the done for you social media management component. We broke it, we call it a 19-month growth plan. Month 1, we set up your chosen platform. So are you going to be on Facebook and Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, YouTube and Twitter, Facebook and, right? So we figure out like where, because you have all this knowledge now, right? And you're set up and ready to go. If, by the way, you joined us and you were unmuted, if you would mute yourself, that would be fantastic. So you have this great base of knowledge. You know essentially what needs to happen. Now we're going to do all the heavy lifting for you, because how many of you have, be realistic, how many of you have an hour a day to spend on your social media? Probably not many of you, right? It's literally the reason that I get to have a business I love, is that most business owners not only don't have the time, but I've said this many times before, people kind of know me for it. I'm a big believer that you as the business owner, you as the entrepreneur, need to be focusing on your genius and leave the marketing to marketing professionals. Do what you love, do what you're great at, and let other people focus on your marketing efforts. And of course, you're going to be a part of that. So month one, we're going to get all the platforms set up, do all your hashtag research, all your keyword research, create graphics, create cover banners, create posts, start to really understand your voice and your personal target market and your personal business goals. Then we ramp it up. We ramp up and amp it up. So for 6 months, we're going to do social media management of 2 platforms of your choosing. And then the next 6 months, we're going to go up to 3 platforms of your choosing. And the next 6 months, we're going to go up to 4 platforms of your choosing. So you literally go from 3 months of gaining a fantastic amount of knowledge into a month of strategy, business strategy, setup, making sure everything that needs to be in place is in place. And then we have 6 month chunks, 6 months of 2 platforms, 6 months of 3 platforms, 6 months of 4 platforms. How do you get started? So yay, Bridget, that sounds great. What does it look like, right? What's the investment? When does it start? How does it start? Here's the skinny. In general, and Deborah knows this to be true, I know this to be true, I was actually sort of convinced to do this program as it is. I typically, when I do social media coachings and trainings, literally it would be anywhere from $500 to $1,000 either for a 1-day training or a 1-month training. So people would come and spend a day with me for $500, or maybe they would have a couple of sessions with me for $1,000 a month. But we're not going to do that because we made this super, super simple. Because again, we are really committed to giving you this knowledge and helping you grow your business. So we are not going to do that. Oh no, my friends. We're doing the coaching program. It's so crazy. We're doing the coaching program for $150 a month. That's it. Super simple. So, you want to think about, again, a lot of the business owners here, let's be real, this is not a huge investment. Yay for you. But for some people who are here that this might be a bigger investment, you really want to think about what's the lifetime value of a client for you, right? If you learn what you need to learn in the world of social media and you gain even 1 client from that knowledge, what's the lifetime value of that client? I hope the lifetime value of that client is more than $150 for sure. So it's $150 per month for the first 3 months of coaching. Then we move into the social media management phase. And that starts at $497 a month for the 2 platforms and goes up slightly from there. And you can you can read in much, much more detail at ampupmybiz.com/SM-success. We've broken it down with every phase and what goes into it. Again, ampupmybiz.com/SM-success. And then these are my these are my quick FAQs that people have been asking. And then of course I will take your questions. So the biggest FAQ is, oh my gosh, this sounds so great, but am I making a commitment for 2 years right now? Like, you seem awesome, but I'm not quite ready to make a 2-year commitment. This is not a long-term commitment. At every step of the process, you can say, this is no longer for me, and that's no problem. My commitment is that you're thrilled with the program. You're thrilled with the coaching. You're thrilled with those first 6 months. You're thrilled with the next 6 months. You're so thrilled with the last 6 months that you're like most of my clients, and you're like, I love you. Let's work together forever. It's been amazing. I just had a client. We did a massive Facebook growth campaign for him. We brought him 14,000 new followers onto Facebook in just a few weeks. We did a huge campaign for him. So obviously he couldn't be more than thrilled. So we want you to be thrilled. There's no long-term commitment. Get started, do the coaching. If you want to move into the done for you social media management, move into it. And again, every step of the way, we want you to be thrilled. So again, register now. It's super, super simple. The first coaching class is going to be in July, at the beginning of July, after the 4th, of course, because everyone, including me, is going to be out of town. So go to ampupmybiz.com/SM-success. Literally get started for $150. You, of course, will get all the details. You do definitely want to make sure that when you fill out the registration form, you put in all your info so that I know who you are. I had a couple people register and they left out all the personal information, and I just got $150 in my secure Stripe account, and I didn't know who sent it. So that was a mystery for me to solve. So don't leave me any mysteries to solve. So register now. And I am going to sort of end before we do questions with a quick testimonial from one of my most favorite and beloved clients who's been with me for quite a while now, Mr. Larry Broughton. He was Ernst & Young's Entrepreneur of the Year. He is a multi-time best-selling author. He's a former U.S. Army Green Beret. I'll read this super quickly. Bridget Brady is one of my most favorite people on the planet. Amp Up My Biz is one of the best investments I've made to support my personal brand. They increased my social media engagement by over 3,000% in just a few months. My fans and followers grow consistently month after month. When we launched my new Facebook fan page, we hit over 5,000 likes in less than a month. Bridget is strategic, savvy, and I can feel her passion and commitment to helping me grow my business and brand in everything she does. If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, you need an experienced pro in your corner to manage your online presence. Don't waste your time looking around for a social media manager. Just hire Bridget. Thanks, Larry. All right, so let me open it up for questions. Again, I'm going to give you this one more time. If you don't have any questions and you're like, hey, thanks, Bridget, that was an awesome 20 minutes. I just want to register. Again, it's ampupmybiz.com/SM-success. Please go ahead and get started. I'm super excited. We start in July. But if you have questions, I am going to stop this fantastical screen share and take your questions. So please feel free to unmute yourself and let me know how I can serve.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. Yay.
Oh,
thank you.
Great. I liked your presentation. I am in the franchising business and I'm starting a restaurant brand. And I went to a social media convention for franchising. And that's why I'm wondering, because I was thinking of hiring one of them because that's their expertise in the franchising arena. And have you done anything, or maybe you could shed some light on doing social media with an expert in that arena versus somebody more general, or your experience?
Ooh, Christina, that's a fantastic question. So I'm going to start by saying that I and my company, and I know Deborah, I have personally worked with everyone from restaurants and bars to spas and wellness centers. Thank you, Deborah. I will share July 14th. Thank you so much. To spas and wellness centers, to speakers, authors, insurance agents, personal, again, our passion is the small to medium business owners. We don't work with Coca-Cola. We don't work with Nike. They all have in-house teams. So we have a really wide breadth of industry knowledge, and I have a ton of experts on my team. So I would definitely put you with the appropriate expert for your industry, right? It's not all me, obviously. So that's the thing number one. That said, if there is something, and Deborah, don't be mad at me for saying this, I'm here to empower everyone to their highest good. If you have met someone who has said to you, oh, Christina, you want to franchise your restaurant, or you have a restaurant franchise, and I have taken 50 restaurant franchises from nothing to $1 million a year, then what I would recommend, honestly, is do the coaching program, because you can't go wrong getting knowledge. You can't go wrong. And you might want to make a decision from there. You might want to say, okay, I met this person. They've taken 50 restaurants to $1 million a year. that might be the right fit for me. But, or you might say, no, I'm loving what Bridget and her team are providing. I believe that they're the right fit for me. But regardless, I would say do the coaching, because you can't go wrong. I've had so many clients who have come to me honestly burned from other social media management firms who have not many, I will say this, many social media management firms stick you in a vertical and they pump out, I'm going to be real here, they pump out the same BS to every restaurant, every insurance agent, every speaker, every author. I mean, when I looked at some of these social media pages that came to me for a very well-known wellness cafe or wellness spa and cafe that we do management for, their social media management literally had like a cup of coffee going out that was like, have a good day. I mean, it was so, it was disgusting, honestly. I'm like, how much are you paying up for this?
Right.
So everything that I can tell you, that everything that I do, everything that my company does is custom, not cookie cutter. We literally sit down with every single client and figure out very specifically what their business goals are, who the target market is for those goals, and how to best reach and engage that target market. So
you were saying a group, excuse me for interrupting, but when you said group coaching for the 3-month coaching, because I kept thinking, okay, group coaching, but we're all going to be a little different. So you do interview us ahead of time. Is that what you do?
So the groups, again, thanks, Christina. These are great questions. So the group coaching is the general knowledge. There are things that you need to know. There are things you need to know about Facebook. Whether you're going to do it or someone else is going to do it, what is best served? Is it blogs? Is it articles? Do you need to be doing lives? Do you need to be doing videos? If you're going to make graphics or have a graphics person, what size are those videos? How often do you post? How many hashtags should be on each post? There's some general knowledge that applies across the industry, all the way across of everything social media. And the 3-month coaching program is going to give you like that base of knowledge, as well as saying, hey, if you're going to use this platform, you want to, be prepared to do some Facebook Lives, or on Instagram TV, videos are vertical, but if you want to do videos for YouTube, they're horizontal. So there are things that just need to be, that people just don't think about or don't know. So those are going to apply across the board. And just because I know we're at 2:00, I want to, and I'm happy to keep talking, I want to mention this as well. We are also we have another option. Now, this is not this is the 3 months of coaching into social media management, no long-term commitment, but that's the plan. That's the ideal plan. We are also just doing a 1-day training in Los Angeles on July 14th. So July 14th in Los Angeles, 1-day training. And that's, again, we just really want to expand our reach and help people. We're doing that for $97 for the day. Knowledge is great, but I just need you to do it for me and get this launched. Please contact me as well about that. And we can just get you started into a full service social media program. Because ultimately I want everyone to have what they need. Does that answer your questions?
Absolutely. Sounds like the 3 months is a comprehensive education to really get me and everybody that needs to understand where we need to be, which platforms, et cetera. And then you get into more nitty gritty stuff. And we haven't opened the restaurant yet, so I have some time, which is great.
Oh, good. I couldn't have said it better myself, Christina. Yes. So
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay.
All right. These are great. Who else has a question? If you'd like to join us for the comprehensive 3-month program that then turns into a full service social media management program, please go to ampupmybiz.com/SM-success. Like I said, it's $150 to get started. It's $150 a month coaching program. We start in July. If you would prefer to join us for the day, then please reach out to myself or Deborah, and you can register for the 1 day. And finally, If you have, and if you're like, Bridget, let's just get started with social media management, or Deborah's truly the LinkedIn expert. Deborah, I just want to get started with LinkedIn, or I just have I have a personal question. Please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you so much for being here. It was so nice to see some of my new friends that I met through the mastermind, and so nice to see some of my old friends that I saw that snuck onto the call. So again, I hope to see you guys soon. Please reach out if you have any questions, and very likely I will see you at one of the trainings in July. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.